Hi, I'm Khalid Thompson, and welcome to the Caribbean Diaspora Weekly, a place for news, features, and opinions affecting the Jamaican and Caribbean diasporas at large. First, in this week's news roundup,
Caribbean kids may see fast-track deportation. Jamaicans protest bus fare raise, and Jamaican sprinter Natalia Whyte makes history.
In the expose, State of the Arts, 3 elite Miami curators on the impact of Caribbean fine art on the global landscape.
Our definition of beauty, all right, light, color, and the innate belief that we're not better than anybody, but no one is better than us.
And in the diaspora perspective, an opinion piece called Rock Cake and Toto. We look at whether there's a place for being cultured in Caribbean culture. I mean, yes, we go to plays, but do we appreciate them if they aren't delivered in our dialect? Yes, we go to concerts, but how often do you find a large group of Caribbean people at an opera or symphony? Let's get started with the weekly news roundup.
Hi, I am Karma Hill, and welcome to the weekly news roundup from Jamaicans.com and Caribcast.tv, covering August 22 to August 28, 2014. Off the top in Diaspora News, from Washington, the Obama administration in the United States is rapidly moving to put whole families, including small children, onto a fast track to deportation to their home countries. According to immigration attorneys and advocates, the administration has changed its strategy in response to the large numbers of Central American children who have come to the U.S. border and now houses families while they await immigration hearings. Previously, families were released from custody while their cases were processed. From Europe, the West Indian Carnival in Leeds is the longest-running authentic Caribbean carnival in Europe. Originated by Arthur France of St. Kitts and Nevis, who came to the UK in 1957, the carnival has its roots in his longing for his homeland. The carnival was launched in 1964 by France and several of his friends who came from other parts of the Caribbean. In 2014, the 47th West Indian Carnival was staged on August 17 and featured exotic foods, soca entertainment, and attracted some 100,000 people to the inner city of Chapeltown to celebrate Caribbean culture. From New York, Michael Lorne, attorney for relatives of Jamaican Mario Deane, plans to head a protest outside of Jamaica's consulate in New York City. Mario Deane, 31, died on August 9, 2014 in Jamaica after being beaten by police in connection with an arrest for possessing a small amount of marijuana in Montego Bay. Jamaican police charged 2 prison inmates with Deane's beating, but according to Lorne, the death was the result of police brutality or misconduct. Again, from Florida. According to Dr. Fenton Ferguson, Jamaica's Minister of Health, the Jamaican diaspora is a major source to help his ministry and its work toward improving the island's health sector. Ferguson said the diaspora has helped the ministry close its spending gap as the country faces challenges imposed by the continuing agreement with the International Monetary Fund. In Caribbean news, just 1 week before it was scheduled to occur, police in Hampton, Virginia forced the Caribbean Food and Music Festival to cancel. Police said that a parking and safety plan needed to be filed in regard to the event because of concerns about inadequate parking spaces for the expected crowd. Carlito Wigan, organizer of the event, said she met with police, turned in the application to hold the festival, and expected it to go forward. Despite her efforts to comply, the police ultimately decided to cancel the event's permit, telling her they did not have enough officers to work at the festival. Recovery efforts have begun in the northern Caribbean region after Tropical Storm Cristobal caused damage in Turks and Caicos, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic. Across the region, at least 5 people were reported to have died as a result of the storm. Significant flooding occurred after 12 inches of rain fell on the Turks and Caicos Islands. Floodwaters were several feet deep in some locations. In Jamaican news, demonstrators in Kingston came out by the hundreds in protest of an increase in fares for public transportation imposed by the Jamaican government. Under the government's increase, adults would pay 20% more within Kingston. Students and senior citizens would see their fares increase by 50% and 200% respectively. Wilfred Rattigan, an agent with the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, had his application for the position of police commissioner denied by Jamaica's Police Services Commission. Rattigan, a Jamaican, currently holds the position of unit chief for the FBI's Africa, Asia, and Middle East Operations Unit in Washington, D.C. In entertainment, London-based Linton Kwesi Johnson, 62-year-old Jamaican poet, will be honored on Jamaica's Heroes Day during celebrations held each year on the third Monday in October. Johnson is being recognized for his consistent documentation of the condition of Caribbean nationals and other people of color who faced injustice in the United Kingdom and Europe. He is best known for combining reggae music with poetic commentary on police brutality. And in sports, Jamaican Natalia Whyte won the first medal for Jamaica by a woman at the Youth Olympics at the National Stadium in Nanjing, China. She took the gold medal in the women's 200-meter race with a time of 23.55 seconds. This was the first female medal for Jamaica in the history of these championships. In business, the information and communication technology sector has recognized that there is a serious gender gap in the industry. To remedy this situation, the Jamaica Coalition of Services Industries hosted a 4-week coding summer camp for 20 teenage girls. The Jamaican Girls Coding Camp was made possible by a partnership between JAMPRO and the UK Department for International Development. The camp focused on website development and design and also featured an introduction to computer animation.
When we come back, a look at how the Caribbean contingent is impacting the international fine art scene in this week's expose.